Donald Trump is going after a voting base that I talked about a few weeks ago, and the reason why I was talking about it is because Kamala Harris is also targeting them, and it is members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And before I get into the morality of a member of the church, which I am a member of that church as well, voting for Trump, I gotta tell you why you should care, whether you are a member or not listening to this. You might be listening, you might be thinking, oh yeah, Mormons, they're in Utah, and Utahs are gonna vote for Trump, so who cares? No, guys. This is according to NBC. Listen to this. There is a significant Latter-day Saints population in Arizona, more than 442,000 according to the church. Joe Biden won Arizona by 11,000 votes in 2020. Exit polls show Biden won 18% of the LDS vote in Arizona. So again, 442,000 people, 18% of them voted for Biden, and he won by 11,000 votes. So it's not a stretch to say that members of the church could literally determine the entire election. It's not a stretch to say that they could swing Arizona. It's also, NBC doesn't bring this up, but it's not a stretch to say that they could also change the outcome in Nevada, because Nevada, it turns out there are lots and lots of members of the church in Nevada as well. It says here, this is again according to NBC, Trump lost Nevada by 30,000 votes. So this is not that many people. 11,000, 30,000. Again, this demographic of Latter-day Saints, of which I am a part of. I live in Utah, but the church is one church. We believe the same things. It could determine the entire course of Arizona and Nevada swinging, and potentially the entire race. So Trump is going to Arizona to talk to some LDS political leaders on Sunday, and I think that's absolutely fantastic, and it's necessary for him to make that difference in Arizona and Nevada. Because if you look at the polling right now, Arizona's starting to look pretty dang good for Trump. Nevada, on the other hand, is starting to go for Kamala Harris quite a bit. And so that's the political kind of electoral side of it. The question is, will members of the Church of Jesus Christ vote for Trump? And I want to break down what the difference fundamentally is between Trump and Kamala Harris for members of the church. I was interviewing a professor at BYU this week, actually. BYU is the church-sponsored school. And he said something that is perfect for this. He said, voting, these are pretty much his exact words. He said, voting is not commitment. It's not love. Voting is moving a piece on the chessboard. And I think that is brilliant. And frankly, a breath of fresh air, especially because if you know anything about BYU, you know there are some woke professors there. So for this professor to say that, I actually really appreciated that. In other words, it doesn't mean that you love the person that you're voting for. What it means is that they will do what you want them to do when they're in power. And so this is why I said in my other video where I was talking about Latter-day Saints that they cannot vote for Kamala Harris. They just can't do it. I'll explain why. And again, I'm not here saying the official doctrine of the church in terms of, there's no doctrine in the church saying you have to vote for Donald Trump. You have to vote for Kamala Harris. The church hasn't come out and endorsed a candidate. This is one Latter-day Saint just logically telling you why voting for Kamala Harris is illogical. You cannot do it as a member of the church. Here are two essential doctrines in the church. These are just two examples. Marriage is between a man and a woman, and abortion is a serious, serious sin. Two very fundamental, non-changing doctrines in the church. These are both things that Kamala Harris wants to openly encourage and legislate. So then, again, and I'll take this is the counter argument, right? Members of the church that don't like Trump will come to me and they'll say, but how can I vote for him when he is fornicated and when he's cheated and committed other sins? And I hear you. But again, I go back to what I said about that BYU professor. This is the difference, guys. And I want every Latter-day Saint to listen to what I'm about to say. And if you're a Christian or anybody, this doesn't really just apply to Latter-day Saints. I want you to hear what I have to say about this. Donald Trump, with all of his sins and his mistakes, is not trying to legislate them. He's not trying to legislate adultery or fornication, sleeping with porn stars, things that I don't think are good. I don't think they're good. I don't think anyone should think they're good. I don't even think Donald Trump thinks they're good. I don't. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, though, is trying to legislate homosexuality and abortion. Again, I'm not putting words in her mouth. I'm really not trying to straw man this. She wants abortion to be readily available. In fact, she wants more people to have abortions. She wants more people to be openly gay and act upon that. Obviously, I don't believe being gay is a sin. What I'm talking about here is acting upon that temptation. So you should vote for Donald Trump knowing that he is a sinner, yes, but that he will protect your freedom of religion as well as promote and legislate the doctrine of the church. But if you vote for Kamala Harris, you are still voting for a sinner, but also one that hates your values and your doctrine and your church. That is the fundamental difference here. And that goes for Christians and Jews as well. So Latter-day Saints for Trump, guys, it has to be in order to stay true to the truth. Well, guys, you've heard about What is a Woman, but did you know that Jordan Peterson is part of the Daily Wire as well? And he comes out with pretty much exclusive content on Daily Wire Plus almost monthly at this point, from a series on marriage to a show about masculinity. His best stuff is exclusively on Daily Wire Plus. And with my link in the description below, you can get 35% off Daily Wire Plus right now, as well as that code Peterson. Again, it's all in the link in the description below. Again, use that link because then you support my channel and you get that 35% off at Daily Wire Plus. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please go down below, comment, like, and subscribe, and watch another video.